What's up, stars? It's your girl Ivory Star coming to you with this edition of Ratchet Astrology. I thought I was going to be a little unmotivated to do this video because currently no planets are in any fire sign at this time. So it causes a little bit of a lack of motivation, slows down the drive a little bit. So I thought I was going to have a hard time putting the notes together for the video, like focusing on stuff like that, because I do have a few fire placements. But it wasn't. It wasn't because of the Pisces energy and the Mercury and Aquarius energy. I was able to get all these really good downloads to be able to make this video for you and for me, because when I'm writing, the lesson goes through me and then comes out and goes to y'all. So I just got some really good stuff to talk about under this Pisces new moon, because oh my goodness, the manifestation energy is so strong. It's very, very, very strong. Things that won't take long to materialize, you can materialize it instant. Any type of long-term goals you have, now is the time to set the short-term goals in place to get to those long-term goals. And it's just a really strong manifestation energy. So the themes for the Pisces new moon is shoot for the stars, to dream big, and believe in the ridiculous. I mean, this is your time. Pisces, you know, sometimes they get a bad reputation for being delusional, you know what I'm saying? But they just masters at creating their own reality. It can be considered a delusion, especially if that reality is affecting other people, but most of the time, that's the reality they want. That's how they see things. That's how they're going to be. They don't really care how it looks to anybody else. So, you know, sometimes having that attitude, if it's not coming from a healthy place, can be a problem. But when you are trying to manifest, this is the type of attitude you have to have. Like, this is what I want to see. This is what I want to see, and I'm going to see it by any means necessary. But under this Pisces new moon, and us with the sun still being in Pisces, is just a really strong manifestation energy for you to shoot for the highest of goals. So like if your goal is to, like, this is the type of energy we're dealing with. If your goal is to have your own, you know, building, why not ask for a whole strip mall at this point? So at least even if you get the building, it helps you get to the building faster, but who knows how far you could go. You might have a strip mall and whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's just an example of what I mean by taking what you already want to manifest and expanding it. And I'm going to talk about expansion right here in a second. So it's a really strong manifestation energy for the highest of goals, because of the position of Jupiter, the planet of expansion and luck. Now, Jupiter is the planet of expansion and luck, yes. And when we hear expansion, we hear luck. We like hip, hip, hooray, okay? But we all know about the good stuff that comes with growing, glowing, winning, and all that stuff. And when we are large in our territory, and we just some lucky people, and things are coming to us easily, and things like that. But we forget to take in the full picture of what comes with manifesting growth and good fortune. Growth and good fortune, right? Material growth, you know, mental and emotional growth, and good fortune. Good fortune. So with expansion, it means you're going to outgrow some spaces. So if you outgrow some space, that means some things have to go and some things have to be pushed out. So you could also have a sudden desire to move, you know, to a new house, a new city, a new country, a new life. A lot of us may be feeling that energy under this Jupiter placement with this new moon, okay? Expansion, outgrowing our space. I need some room. Y'all got to push out. You're pushing out. You need some room, some more room for your spirit and it's not just I need more space because I need a bigger house all the time. Internally, you need space. You need space for your talents. You need space for your gifts. You need space to think. You need space to move and to act and to be able to manifest and put things together and pull things down. You need room to do all of that. So we got to clear the air. We got to clear the space. So with the expansion, we get to push and push and push and push. And guess what? We begin to push people out. See, this is the part we forget to talk about when we talk about growth and expansion. I talk about it a lot because people really can become an anchor to you if you are trying to freely sail away, but they keep putting this anchor down and keeping you attached to the shore, and you're not able to go and see what's out there in the uncharted waters because you got too many anchors steady anchoring themselves to you, holding you down because they underwater. All right. So pushing people out. When you start appreciating your own work and efforts, you start thinking about who you want to share with, right? So when you really start appreciating, like, you know what, I'm a cold muff, and I really should appreciate my work. I should appreciate myself more. I should do, you know, I should really just put more into myself, invest in myself more. When you start doing that, people are going to be pushed out because you're going to start looking at, well, who do I really want to come along with me? Like, you know, like the old nursery rhyme, like, not I said the cat. You know what I'm saying? This cat, she was coming in, or whatever it was, a chicken, whatever type of animal it was, cow, whatever the hell, was cooking. And, you know, back then, they made everything from scratch. So I think she was making some bread or whatever she was making. And she kept going to her friends and asking, well, who's going to help me do this? And they all like, not I, said the cat. Well, who's going to help me do this? Not I, said the cat. Well, who's going to help me do this? Not I, said the motherfucking cat. You know what I'm saying? And what ended up happening when the bread got done and it came out of the oven and they smelled it, ooh, it smelled good, let me get a piece of that. She like, not I, said the motherfucking cat. You didn't help me do a damn thing, so you're not getting shit. So this is what we start looking at when we start really appreciating our work and really see where we're going with this thing, and we start putting shit in order, and we don't want nobody to come along to stop us no more. We don't want nobody to come along and fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? We start saying, not I, said the cat, or you should. You better start putting a boundary between you and people and quit thinking because you are connected to people that you have to bring them along with you. That is not the fucking case. I don't care if they're your blood relative, your brother, your sister, your mama, your daddy. If they didn't put no work in, you are not obligated to allow them to share. And I'm not talking about blood, sweat, and tears and grunt work. I'm not talking about actually helping you do things, but were they there to support you? Did they come to your events? Did they at least help you watch your motherfucking kids while you had to go do shit for people who have kids? If you don't have kids, did they help you write anything? Did they help you talk about anything? Did they try to connect you to anybody? Did they try to bring you clientele if you selling things? Did they support you? Did they at least share a motherfucking post? Did they help you do anything? If not, then they don't get anything. You got to pull their chair away from the table. And that's what comes with the expansion. See, the table is growing, but you already got too many motherfuckers sitting at it who not doing nothing except eating. They ain't cooked shit, they ain't bought shit, they ain't brought shit, they ain't even tried to clean the dishes afterwards. If you don't bring nothing to the gathering, the least you can do is help clean up afterwards. These people be taking a plate and leaving. They don't even want to help clean up. They don't even want to help serve. They don't even want to help do anything except eat and go, okay? So when you start expanding, when you under these Jupiter placements that you're trying to manifest, because this energy is going to carry for a few days. When you're under the Jupiter placement and you're trying to manifest, things can look a little chaotic because that's what happens when we've been sitting in a space for so long and it starts to expand and shit starts shaking and it start moving and you like, whoa, wait a minute. I was just talking to this person yesterday. What's going on now? It's time for them to go. You're expanding. You're making space for your gifts and your talents so you can draw in people who are really going to support you. So a lot of us don't have what we desire because we allow the people in our life to destroy it or delay it. Like I said, that's that anchor that got you docked. How long are you going to let people destroy or delay your dream? All because you want them to be there? They don't want you there. They have no intention of allowing you to get to your dream. No intention of allowing it to happen. So you keep dragging these people along thinking if they eventually see more of it, like they'll really get on board. No. The more that they see, the more they're going to try to delay it or just totally destroy it. Just totally tell you it's wrong. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Yeah, I do. Because something in me won't let me sleep until I do it. You're ignoring yourself to listen to other people. Gotta stop that. So, they don't want you to win before them. Now, this is a crab in a bucket mentality, and we've been dealing with this same mentality as African Americans because that's what the hell we are. Most of us And, you know, just based on what I've seen through ancestry and all of that, I would love to believe that we were already here, and they just erased all that. Y'all just really believe that the whole slave trade is made up. Don't be delusional. Don't be delusional. All of us were not here. Some of us came on them boats, okay? And it just is what it is. I'm 91% African. What do you think the other 8% is? Colonizer. Okay, you don't understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter though, because we're here right now. And with that same mentality, because remember, the Africans are who sold other Africans to the Americans, creating all these beautiful African Americans and this culture that we have created out of our adversity. Be very proud of yourself. They don't want you to win before them. This is age old. See, I can talk about it through slavery because that is part of my ancestry. That's part of my history. But baby, this is a tale as old as time that I don't want you to win before me. Think about it. If you are a Bible reader, think about the story of Cain and Abel. I don't want you to win before me, so I'm not going to help you get to your dream. I mean, what? How many people do you really just have sitting around? How many people you got sitting in your friend list? How many people you got sitting in your inbox? How many people you just got sitting in your life? How many people are constantly showing up but not doing anything? You know why they're there? Okay, so because you're thinking because they're around all the time, they must mean you some good. That's not the case. There's not the case. Okay, so when you're nothing but an energy source, basically. They're not around because they think you're going to do so many great things. You know when somebody is for you and when they're not for you. You know when somebody is just taking up space. And if you don't, I'm going to tell you how you know, because that's exactly what they're doing. They're just taking up space. You have not been able to sit down and do what you need to do and plan out and map out the life for the rest of the life that you have left in this mortal body in particular. Because remember, we are really preparing for an afterlife. If you have any type of spirituality in you, whether you do or don't, we're preparing for an afterlife. Don't you want to be an ancestor in the next life? Don't you want people to pass your teachings on and recipes? That's how you become an ancestor, because the wisdom and the knowledge and the love and the generational wealth that you put out for your family, it carries. It carries with each story. It's going to, all my kids are going to carry everything that I did for them, the recipes I taught them, the lessons that I taught them, are going to carry, and they're going to tell them to their kids, and they're going to tell them to their kids, and that's how you become an ancestor. So everything that you do in this life is going to affect you in the next. What type of reputation you want? What type of reputation you want? Do you want to be recognized as a Rolling Stone and alcoholic, and you couldn't hold your liquor, and that's where, do you want to be connected to those descendants, the ones who can't get right, like, ooh, he acted just like your great grandmama Ivory, you know, she couldn't put the down, you know, whatever. But what this means for you, you're nothing but an energy source, okay, to the people that you need to cut out of your life that's just around taking up space. You meet a need, but do they care about your needs? You meet a need for them. Matter of fact, because people automatically think toxic, you know, male-female dynamic relationships. Let's talk about toxic friendships, okay? The one friend who calls you every day with a problem. Every day something is wrong with this bitch. Every day something is wrong with this person, and they never take your advice. That's a person who's just taking up space. If you know in your heart what you're telling them is right, and they know in their heart what you're telling them is right, but they choose to still participate in the toxicity, and they call you the next day after you done sat on the phone with them for 30, 45 minutes, giving them the mother love, Oprah talk of their life, you understand what I'm saying, getting them together, and they turn around, get off the phone, do the same exact thing, and then call you the next day and tell you how they didn't listen to you, basically. How they didn't listen to shit you said. Toxic friendships can do it too. Not just toxic relationships. Some things are real clear in a toxic relationship. Somebody putting their hands on you, no. That's a no. That's a no. No. I don't care how many times they said they weren't gonna do it no more. I don't care how light you want to try to take it. Oh, they just grabbed my arm, or they just pulled my hair. That shit gay. These niggas need to keep their hands off of y'all, okay? For real. Women too. You can't, when you can't voice your opinion, you can't get it out and you just start punching on dudes. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. If he don't hear you, then stop talking to him. Okay? If he doesn't understand what you're saying, then stop talking to him. Quit putting yourself in a violent situation, lowering your vibrations. Don't y'all know violence lowers the vibrations? And that's why they put so much of it into the world. They are literally lowering our attention spans and making us prone and desensitized to violence. Why? Because they can control us when we're in a low vibrational state. It's easier to control people in a lower vibrational state. So everything that they putting out into the world, all this violence and being prone to violence, this war is BS. Russia already been planning to take over the Ukraine. And that is a small place. And I appreciate them people for holding their own. But all of this is just fear-mongering and money tactics. Ways that they can raise the prices on our gas and our food and stuff that we cannot control, that we actually need, without just doing it blankly in our face. Oh, we're going to war and this is what happens. This is capitalism. This is imperialism. This is white supremacy. And this is just what we're dealing with right now. So you don't have time to have people around you who are steady draining and pulling from you when you have powers that you can't even control draining and pulling from you. Okay? You have powers you cannot control raising the prices of your goods. You have powers that you cannot control changing and making up laws. You have powers that you cannot control taking things out of your neighborhoods, taking people out of your neighborhoods. You don't have time to have nobody sitting at your table that is not there to bring something to it. And when I say bring something to the table, I'm not just talking about monetary, because that's how a lot of y'all be getting got by these toxic people. Because you meet a need, they don't really care about yours, but they're willing to give you some temporary satisfaction. Am I right? When it comes to long-term commitment and making plans, they shut down with all that. You do all that. But when it comes to a temporary need so they can keep their foot in your door, I'm talking about food, having a food guy, having a weed man, just little appointments, sex appointments, drinks, drugs, maybe pay a few bills, buy you some clothes, shoes, bags, whatever. These are all temporary satisfaction, because a new shoe gonna come out next week. A new bag gonna come out next month. A bill gonna be due again next month. You know what I'm saying? Food, you're gonna have to eat again in 3, 4, 5 hours. Sex, I don't even have to explain. We're grown, okay? We're grown. You should not be in a relationship where it is just totally dependent on sex, nothing else. If that's where you at in your walk, where you're trying to discover some things about yourself sexually and you found a partner that you feel comfortable with, that's one thing. But I'm talking about the purpose of attachment. Codependency is what I'm talking about, for real. Because you might just be depending on them for that, but they are dependent on you for other things. Like they calling you, they need advice all the time, they always need something, you know what I'm saying? Other things that you can't pay for. Those things that you cannot buy are the most expensive things, including your love, your peace, your time, okay? You can buy somebody's time, but is it valuable? So, these people, they coming around bringing you temporary happiness with all these, material things, tangible things that we can see, while you're steady giving up intangible things, parts of your spirit, parts of your soul, your time, and things like that. So temporary happiness, because these things don't sustain themselves. You have to remember that these material things, these things that are meant for our bodies, clothes and food and all the things that we like to really just soothe ourselves, they are temporary satisfactions. And that's how codependency relationships are created, because they need something from you that they don't have in themselves. So they are bringing you temporary satisfaction so they can continue to suck up your energy. Okay? Something that costs them so little or nothing, because let's be honest, some of this shit is expendable to some of these people, especially if you have someone in your life that's, a go-getter, breadwinner, money maker, you know, these things are expendable to them, but those things that the other things that they need, like love, peace, and joy, that they just cannot seem to attain on their own, that they are getting from you, are you sacrificing those things just for those temporary pleasures? I know that it feels good now, but if those are things that you cannot provide for yourself, you create a codependent relationship when you start looking for them in other people. So when we're expanding under this new moon and Jupiter energy, those are the things we need to look at. How dependent am I on somebody else for my temporary needs? How dependent am I on someone else for my emotional and my mental health needs? Creating a balanced relationship, okay? So something that costs them so little of nothing just to take away your hopes, your dreams, your goals, and even your looks, okay? You don't know what type of jealousy and envy is festering inside of people. So quit thinking because, oh, you feel like you don't look a certain type of way, or you don't have a certain type of body type, or you don't have a certain amount of money, or you don't have this car, that car, you don't live in that neighborhood, this neighborhood, that people cannot be jealous of you. People can have everything material. They can have every new thing that come out, technology, stem players, Chanel bags, whatever, Gucci belts, whatever, Gucci slides, all type of whatever, designer shit. And they will still hate you because you wake up with a smile on your face every day and they not happy with their own life. Quit thinking because you don't have everything material, you don't look like an Instagram model or whatever, that you have to, that people cannot be jealous of you. People will find the strangest reasons to be jealous of you. People will be jealous of you because your family likes you better. Who knew? That's not my fault that my family feels that your family feels that way about you and my family actually likes me. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Do you see where I'm going? It's things that are deeper than just, she got the new this, she got the new that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about material jealousy, but I'm talking about mental and emotional jealousy, that people who have a problem just leaving out of the house could be jealous of you because you don't have social anxiety. It's not my fault. It might have been something that I had to work through, but instead of you coming to me and talking to me about how I overcame my anxiety, maybe my mental health, maybe my emotional problems, you rather just sit back and fester with the green eye, okay? So, like I said, a lot of people just don't want you to win first. A lot of people don't want you to win at all. You'll be surprised how many people love you, and even more surprised how many people probably fucking hate you. So, if you don't think looks matter, why do you feel like look, Rihanna, a top-selling artist. A top-selling artist made her first billion off of what? Cosmetics. Makeup. Cosmetic surgery. People willing to sacrifice their whole lump sum of whatever they get to go get a booty, to go get a tummy tuck, whatever they need to make them feel better in their body. So don't tell me looks is not important, because you might feel like you don't have anything. You might just look nice and people just hate you. You understand what I mean? So we're not looking at it like that. But on a personal level, these are attitudes and stuff that you should look for around you. If someone is treating you a certain type of way, or somebody always got some little back end comment like, oh my God, I just wish I had. You only got a couple times to say that shit around me, because after a while of me feeling like you wish you had something that I have, somewhere in the back of my mind, because I'm still human, I'm going to think that you're ready to come get my shit, okay? That you're ready to come after me, that you're ready to come get my shit, that you're ready to get close to me, steal my personality, to try to steal whatever it is that you're trying to get from me. You only got too many times to say what you wish you had about one thing. Oh, I wish I had it. Oh, I wish I had it. Oh, I wish I had it. Sometimes I wish I could give it to you, but most times I'm going to hold on to my own shit, okay? So you need to be wishing to go get your own, okay? We want to look the part, but we have to also play the part. Social media culture has made us look more productive than we really fucking are. Social media got us looking more productive than what we really are. I need you to be as productive as you look on social media. When you pull up on me in real life, you're going to get the same person. I'm probably going to be busy. I'm probably going to be doing something that I just posted about. I probably just wrapped up something, then posted about it. I know how to balance social media. This is my real life. I got a real life when the cameras are not on. I got a real life outside of those posts, okay? Social media has made us look more active and productive than we really be fucking being sometimes. So expansion means pushing people out. Because if you don't, if you let them stand in your way, project over with. It's over with. You know what I mean? Like, there's no simpler way to say that. Like, if you let them stand there in your way and block you, just turn around. You might as well just stop. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, clock out, and stay with your little toxic comfort blanket, because that's all it is. We're familiar. We're familiar with the toxicity. We are so familiar with it that we'd rather hold on to it and let it go because it's something that we're familiar with than carry our ass into the unknown and go get some shit that we've been asking for all our life. So, and I already said this, but I'm going to just, you got one time to make me feel like you are a body snatcher, okay? Or a mimic. Those are real things that we can do with our energy. I can really just body snatch you. Like, I can really just take, there's so much stuff out there that I can do to make myself just look identically like you. Somebody can make themselves look identically, if not close to you, okay? Body snatchers, they start stealing your personality. They want to look like you. They want to be like you. Mimic. They won't even give you credit for your inspiration. That's why you have to be careful with mimics. Now, I do not mind inspiring people, and this is the problem. But people want credit. People want credit for what they've done. You deserve that. You deserve that. If you've done something, if you've inspired somebody, if you've came along or you've helped somebody else do something, then you deserve your credit. Oh, you don't do it for the accolades. Now, I'm not saying you got to go shout on the top of the hill, but you can at least give me a phone call. Hey, thanks for helping me with that. Oh, I seen your video and you said this on there and it inspired me to do that. Let somebody know. Let somebody know, because the energy has to be reciprocated. If you guys didn't, if nobody ever watched these videos or gave me any feedback or told me to keep making them, I would stop. Because why would I keep doing that? I'm not doing this for myself. This is the part that's for myself. All this journaling and writing that I do, when I get to read it and I go through it and I reflect on it before I give the message to you, because as a good leader, that's what you should do. Anytime that you have a message that you need to convey, you need to let that message run through you first. And I do. I've learned to take it all in, digest it, and, you know, take what's for me, take what's not for me, and give it to who it's for, okay? But you deserve credit for inspiring others if that's something that you're doing. And remember, we're still talking about expansion, and I'm just telling you attitudes and different signs to look for in people, because everybody is not in tune with the feelings of people and things around them. Everybody is not some intuitive empath and all these other things, or psychic healer and all this other stuff. Some people are just really going along with the flow of life. So if you feel like I am, you know, overdoing it, we're talking about the people that you should be looking for, attitudes and little signs and stuff that you're looking for. I don't care. I don't care. Because the thing is, if everyone was listening, then, you know, if everyone was listening to each other, or everybody was moving in a right moral direction, the community wouldn't be the state that it's in now. Because I'm really not concerned with the whole America at this point. They got that, they can have that. I'm more concerned with the community of people of my color, people, you know, that's it. So I know I mentioned it before when I was talking about jealousy, but really people only got one time to be on some body snatcher, personality stealing, mimicry with me. Because that's weird. Because I'm an open person, and we can really be transparent, and we can have a talk about what your needs are and what I can do to help you get there, because my purpose is to guide others. Find your purpose. Simplify it to guide others, to heal others, to help others, to serve others, to feed others. What is your purpose for humanity. What is it that you're here to do? I'm literally here to serve others, to help guide others, to teach others, to preach to others. What is your role in humanity? Okay. And once you figure out what your role, and once you step into that role and you see how people will respond, you will begin to notice the people around you who don't respond to you accordingly. The people that's been in your life forever, the friend circle that you had, they have not been responding to you accordingly. They ain't really sharing your shit. How come you're not famous yet? How come you don't share my shit? The people around you. So, you know, you have to start pushing some of them people out so you can go get people who really support you. And when I tell you, when you start pushing out people who don't really fuck with you like that, like let's just put it out there, pushing people out who don't really fuck with you like that, you begin to attract supporters from a healed place, from the new you. Because now you're a new person, because you didn't shook some of that energy off that's not for you, took some of that energy off that was draining you, got these energy vampires out of your circle, so the people who want to use your energy and reciprocate it back in a positive way. Anybody who sit up and argue with you all the time, don't listen to you when you try to give them good advice, is not there for that. They're not there for that. They're just there to argue with you, feed off of the negativity, go put it back out into the world, come back and get their refill from you. You got to get these people out of your life. Everybody doesn't want you to grow, and the block is usually right in your face, but we get so blinded by love, loyalty, but it's really codependency and toxicity, okay? Codependency and toxicity is what we have to get rid of. And once those people are gone, okay, just let the universe send the right people into your life, and don't be going back and getting lonely and picking those people back up, okay? So when we're expanding people are going to get pushed out. We don't talk about that. We talk about when we expanding all the good things that come, but we don't talk about people getting pushed out. We don't talk about the certain urge to want to move to a new city, a new country, a new house, a new life, okay? That's what happens under the Jupiter energy. And the third thing that happens, especially with new moon, the moon is dark, okay? It's having a conversation with the sun right now. Look, this is what we need to do. This is what they want. They trying to manifest. This is what happens. You know, they trying to manifest this, trying to manifest that. Got people trying to do this. People talk to me about this. It's kind of dark right now, okay? But under this Jupiter energy, it's expanded. The darkness is expanded, so it will go dark. It's gonna get a little dark when you're trying to, you know, materialize, manifest things. It's gonna get dark. We don't talk about that when we talk about expansion and growth. We don't talk about that, right? When we talk about getting to your good fortune, where you might have to have an Indiana Jones moment or a Tomb Raider moment to go get your fortune. Okay, it'll get dark. It's because you've chosen your own path in this time. And you have decided that you're not going to make the same mistakes anymore. You're going to take a new way. You're going to try something new. You're going to take a new path. So guess why it's dark? Because you've never seen it before. Hello? You've been going the same way, making the same mistakes, dealing with the same people, taking the same path, expecting a different destination. So, then the light bulb clicks on that maybe I keep ending up here because I keep doing the same thing, walking the same way over here. Stop. So, when you decide that, oh, you know what, I'm going to go a new way. I'm going to take a new route. Guess what? You ain't never seen this route before. And it could go dark. It could get dark, okay? You want something new. You want something fresh. You want something exciting. You're going to have to go to uncharted places to get it. You can't go to the same place, to the same well, trying to get the same good water, and it keep sending you up mud. So what you do, you wait, you do a little circle, you go back, maybe there's water in there this time. Maybe there's water in there this time. No, baby, that place dry. It's dry. It's time for you to move on. It's time for you to move on. Okay? So, it's going to get dark because you've never seen where you're going before. So, quit thinking everything is some elaborate spiritual test. I don't know why do I have to tell people that God does not test you. He does not have time for that. Whatever your interpretation of God is, Allah, God, Jehovah, they don't test you. Okay? And don't get on me about pronouns. He, she, they. It's a spiritual thing. It doesn't matter. Does not test you. That is not where the test comes from. The test comes from being a part of humanity. You want this. This is the test that you got to go through. Nobody's exempt. Nobody's exempt from being tested, but the test does not come from the higher power. It just comes from being a part of humanity. Because guess what? If you just decided to live off the grid, live off the land, what test is the higher powers giving you then? No. The test comes from humanity. When you want to attain or acquire certain things, then you're tested. That's when you're going to be tested. But quit thinking everything is some spiritual elaborate test. The testing all comes down to self-control. Can you control yourself? Can you wait it out? Do you have patience to wait it out? Remain calm even when the lights go out. Even when the lights go out, you have to still remain calm. You do not start panicking and tearing up the room that you are in, even when the lights go out, right? You remain calm, even when the lights go out, and feel your way through. Slow down the pace. You might have been running like, oh yeah, there it is. There it is. And then the lights go out. What we do? We stop. We think. Pay attention to what you already seen. You've already seen different parts of this test. You've already seen different parts of this walk. You might not have seen the full benefit of taking this path, but you've seen different parts. Everything is not always that different, okay? It's not always that different. There's only so much you can do. So some of these you've already seen. Take in that, remain calm, and feel your way through. Just take it slow. Just take it kind of slow. You know what I'm saying? This is your time to just kind of slow down and really look at where it is that you're going. Even when it's dark, because that's when you're really going to be tested, is when it's dark. When we can see exactly what's going on, where we're going, we just walk with so much confidence and know exactly. But then as soon as the lights go out, oh, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. So, feel your way through. Get quiet. I don't know how to express the importance of silence sometimes. Sometimes you need to shut the fuck up, okay? Sometimes you need to tell other people to shut the fuck up, okay? Like, shh, shh, shh. I'm trying to listen, okay? You gotta listen to your surroundings because you can't see. You can't see. All you got is your other senses. So you have to get quiet, listen to your surroundings, slow down the pace, and focus on finding the light. That's it. Your eyes should be focused on finding the light. It's dark. We're feeling our way through. We're walking kind of slow, feeling our way through. Look for the light to focus on and listening to our surroundings. That's what you do in the darkness. That's it. That's it. All that knocking stuff over or standing there crying. No. Cry for 2 seconds and then get your ass on. Okay? Go. Go. Get to where you get to. You've never seen this before. You wanted something new, right? You wanted something exciting, right? The new moon makes the new moon because the moon is dark, right? So to get to something new, you're going to have to walk through some darkness. Okay? And you ain't got time to be standing there in the middle of the room crying. Find the fucking door. All right, so go through, quit getting scared and turning around. And when you get to that bag, don't you blow it. Don't you blow it. Don't blow it. When you have finally got to a place where you are, a space where you are comfortable being yourself, you have relinquished all these unnecessary ass demons and vampires out your life. And now you have made it through the darkness. You have made it to the other side of that door. Don't you fucking blow it. Okay? So we don't have any fire, like I said. We don't have any fire until 3:20 when the sun enters Aries. And then on the next video, we're going to talk about Aries season, of course. But take this as the time to go ahead and slow down and work your way through whatever darkness you got going on. We all got a little bit of darkness, okay? It could be a toxic family. You could come from a toxic family and you got to work that out. You could have had a violent childhood. All type of things that you could be working through. Relationship problems, trust issues, whatever the hell you got going on, okay? Financial problems, that's a dark spot too, because you don't know where your next meal, where your next money, where your next rent, where your next car payment, where your next bill is going to get paid. And, you know, that can put you on edge too. That's a dark place too, but you just, what I say, slow down the pace, listen to your surroundings, feel yourself through, and look for the light. So, let's talk about a couple other placements before we finish up this video. All right, so let's talk about Mercury being in Aquarius. Very simple. Say what you need to say and stand on it. Okay? Okay. Let's talk about the lovers, though. Mars and Venus are still traveling together, and they have met up with Pluto in Capricorn. Okay? So you may feel a strong pull to your love or a strong pull away from the person that you're dealing with if they are not the one. Some of you might be feeling like, slowly but surely backing up because you're realizing this person is not the one. And that's what happens when we have Mars and Venus traveling together. You start seeing your partner for who they really are. Like, damn, I really do love you. Or damn, I don't fucking like you. You understand what I'm saying? This is where we're at. This is the energy that we're dealing with. Either I love you or I fucking don't. Or you're single and you're just feeling the pull anyway. Like, come here. So the lovers, Mars and Venus, are still traveling together, and they have met up with Pluto in Capricorn. So you may feel a strong pull to your love or a strong pull away from the person you're dealing with if they are not the one. Pluto is the planet of life, death, secrets, sex, power, karma, and our relationship with money. So if you are in a healthy, balanced relationship, and this is a promising time for pleasure and soul, sex, and connections, and snatching souls, and all that good, nasty, freaky stuff that y'all like to do. I like to do too. But this is a good time if you're in a promising and a healthy and balanced relationship. But if you are in a questionable place in your relationship, some secrets might need to come up, or you may feel power struggle. So if you're having issues in your relationship right now, it does not necessarily mean that it's time for you to part your separate ways, but it's time for y'all to have a conversation and figure out where you are. Because you might be feeling like this power struggle, like we're not seeing eye to eye. I'm pulling, you're pushing, I'm pushing, you're pulling. You understand what I'm saying? And you might have some secrets and stuff that need to come up. Are you holding on to something that can change the dynamic of your relationship? Is that what the problem is? You feel like what it is that you might have to tell your partner might change the dynamic of your relationship? If it does, it's okay. We're grown. It's time to grow up. We should be being very transparent in this time, okay? It's 2022. We've been through too much. Be transparent. Be transparent. You thinking that what you have to say to your partner is going to end the relationship might mean that it's time to end the fucking relationship, okay? Because you're holding on to a secret and you're holding on to this person that doesn't know. They don't know. You're not giving them the opportunity to really know the full truth because you feel like they're going to walk away. Then maybe it's time to let them go and you just don't want to. That's not good. That's not healthy. That's very toxic on your end and theirs. You are being toxic to them. So, if you are connected to no one, just stay focused and don't do anything that you're going to regret later under these placements, because I know some things come up. When we talk about Pluto and, you know, how it relates to love, it really just deals with, Pluto just deals with a lot of the toxic things, the taboos, the negative or bad things that kind of come with being human. Okay, so, you know, people who are in a healthy, balanced relationship may feel the need to get a little freakier. People who are not in a balanced relationship right now might feel the need to want to break up, or they need to talk about something. People who are alone right now with their thoughts, yeah, be careful, okay? Just don't do nothing you're gonna regret later. That's it. You know, that's it. So there's a strong battle of the sexes energy, because Pluto also tends to bring up insecurities and karma. A really big conversation about the treatment of men towards women is going on right now, and I know I got guys on here too, and this is not anything about y'all. It's about those fake alpha male types. You know, women need to do this, females need to do that. Females, you got one time to say female. As soon as I hear it, I'm done watching your video. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. I don't want to hear it, because I already know where you're going in your mental, your mind, where you're at. Okay, my man doesn't call me a female. Okay, he calls me his woman. I am a grown woman. Okay, and it's okay to have your opinions, but a lot of it's just projection. Okay, projection. When you are dealing with Pluto, even with Pisces, be real careful. Is also making its return in USA's chart as well, and I know I talked about it previously briefly. And while we might we're starting to see those effects, definitely with the economy, definitely with the war and different things going on, but we're just getting started. Okay, this thing is going to be over the next couple of years, this unraveling, this undoing of the United States and things that it was built on, breaking it down to hopefully build it back up. Okay, let's not hope this is the apocalypse. This is the big one. So listen, try to use this time as a time to heal past hurt from the opposite sex or past relationships, lovers, friends, and family, so we don't project. Projection, okay? Projection and perception are two very key things in how we relate to others. Okay, do you project your negativity and hurt on all women or all men because you were hurt by one, maybe a few? Okay, do you project your hurt? Do you project your trauma like, ooh, you shouldn't be allowing them to do that because this is what happened to me? Are you one of those people? Are you one of those people who always telling somebody what they shouldn't do in a negative way because something negative happened to you, so you turn a positive experience into a negative one because somebody did that to you? Are you one of those people? You need to heal. So remember, it's still dreamy fish season, and we are supposed to be going with the flow and thinking outside the box like all those dreamy Pisces, okay? The planets are aligned to allow things to flow a lot smoother. You know, you shouldn't have very many obstacles in your way at this time. If they are, you're probably just dealing with the residue of bad decisions you made in the past. We don't talk about that either, do we? How a lot of the things that we're going through is residue of bad decisions that we already made. So we gotta allow those things to be able to clear out. The only thing standing between you and what you want to have and the power to manifest is doubt and fear. Doubt and fear, they walk hand in hand together, okay? You're making decisions based on doubt and out of fear. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Stop that. Where the gates of abundance are open, not even the gatekeepers can stop you. So we have this abundant flow that is available to us. Usually we have to worry about gatekeepers and people around them, but we cutting all them off, right? We're not even worried about gatekeepers because we got a key. We got a key to the gate, right? We don't even need a gatekeeper. We got a key to the gate. And do you know what that key is? Do you know what that key is? I say it on every video. Pen and motherfucking paper. That's the key. That's the key to abundance. Write it down. Write it out. What do you want your life to look like? What do you need? What do you want? What do you want to materialize? And what you want to manifest? Okay? So, let's talk about it. So, on this new moon, so I have decided for this particular new moon energy to go ahead and do a card pull for each sign because the manifestation energy is so strong, and I just want to make sure outside of what I shared with you guys during our Ratchet astrology portion that I go ahead and give you a visual representation of the energy that you should carry all the way to the full moon and beyond, depending on what you want to manifest. So, and I don't know, these cards just been talking. These cards been talking lately. Just talking. So let's see what they have to say. And of course, we're going to start with Pisces after I shuffle. Go ahead and cut. All right, so starting with Pisces, since it's your season, we have, it looks like the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands usually comes after the Eight of Wands, obviously. But the Eight of Wands is always about quick movement and getting to the place of the build, basically. So now we've reached the place of the build in Nine of Wands, and we are turning around and we are looking at our good work. Right? So this is more work to be done, okay? More work to be done, but still progress. Making good progress. So Pisces is making good progress. There's more work that still needs to be done. He's taking a little pause here, figuring out where he's going to put this ninth wand at, but he's already built with the 8 that were sent to him. And now he's standing here with the 9th one, trying to figure out what he's going to do with it. And Pisces, this is a message for you that there is still more work to be done, but appreciate, don't be afraid to stop and appreciate the work that you have already did. Aries. Aries up next, okay? I cannot wait for Aries season, okay? Because I need some energy. I need some of that fire energy. And, you know, I'm ready for a fresh start, okay? Because it's the Zodiac spring, okay? Not that regular spring. That Zodiac spring hit different. And the card that I pulled for you, Aries, is going to be the 6 of Pentacles. Generosity. Generosity. Aries, you can benefit from some generosity, being generous. You know what I'm saying? Spreading some of your charity around. And, you know, just being present, getting in with people, and, you know, just sharing the love, Aries. Sharing the love. Taurus. Very fitting. The King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. So the thing about the Pentacles, coins, resources, however you want to call these cards, it's all about that material wealth, okay? Material gain, material wealth, just like how we pulled that for Aries, and it's talking about sharing the wealth. This right here is knowing how to distribute it. When you are the king of this thing, not only do you know how to go get it, you know how to distribute it. So Taurus, knowing what to do with those resources, knowing what to do with those materials, being able to help lead others in what they are doing with theirs. You know how to get it, you know how to save it, and you know how to spend it. So spend it right. Gemini. Gemini, the Queen of Wands. Now, even though we don't have no fire in the sky right now, the fire is in you. So Gemini, the Queen of Wands, is all about that action. She's a lady all about her action. She knows how to make moves. She thinks with a clear head, and she goes after what she wants. Now, the thing about this energy is that it's such a strong energy that she might come off as a bitch sometimes, okay? But she's just trying to get shit done. So, Queen of Action. That's what this card is, the Queen of Action. This is the energy that you should be tapping into. It's time for you to take action, okay? Cancer. Cancer, those crabby cancers. So, for you, I pull a 3 of Pentacles, and the money energy is real strong. And it's probably because those are the main things that we try to manifest. Is it not? Like, for real, is it not? The main things that we always try to manifest is, you know, love and money. So I'm not surprised that the coin is real strong in these card pulls. But for you, Cancer, I pull the 3 of Pentacles. And this is all about, it could either be like, kind of like a hardship, a delay in funds, you understand what I'm saying, some type of welfare, some type of charity. Now, it's not the same as 6 of Pentacles, which is calling us to be the charitable one, but this may be you receiving some type of charity, some type of help when it comes to your finances and your resources, okay? Cancer. Leo. So, Leo, the partnership card. You see, we got the lion head with the wings up here too. We got the 2 of Cups, 2 of Emotions, 2 of Overflow, whatever, okay? partnership, business endeavors, friendships. This is all about mutual agreements, okay? Beneficial mutual agreement for Leo under the new moon. Next we have Virgo. And for the Virgo, who is ruled by Venus, all about self-care, love, duty, we pull the Lover's card. So what's going on with you, Virgo? Now, I know we were talking about Mars and Venus traveling together, the planets of twin flames, the planets of love, the planets of the divine feminine, divine masculine, and all of those things. So we're looking at the Lover's card. So you need to take some of those things that we talked about before into consideration. Either building on the relationship that you have as long as it's healthy. If it's not healthy, having that conversation to get to a healthy place, even if it means breaking up, okay? Because I'm not opposed to no breakups. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to y'all like I'm not a person to be like, well, just break up. Because, whatever. Libra, doing the Drake. Tipping out. So, Libra, Swords is all about ideas, mental energy, mental health. And, you know, Libras are an air sign, so it's all about mental energy with them. So, you see this guy sneaking off with 5. He had to leave 2 behind, so that means he's quickly and hurrying whatever it is that he's trying to do, the sneaking that he's doing, sneaking off. This is a sneaky victory. So this could either be a sneaky victory for you, you come in under for the win, or somebody trying to get over on you, Libra. So I'm just telling you, watch it. You know what I'm saying? Watch your back and be careful, because if it's you in this card and you got something going on that you're trying to do real under the lights, trying to come in and swoop something up, you be careful, because karma is real. Okay, but also if this is not what you're on, like, hey, I'm trying to live my life right. I'm not trying to take anything from anybody. This is your warning. Scorpio. So we got the sneaky victory, thief in the night. And for Scorpio, we pull a 5 of swords, which is the ugly victory. He still won. They had to drop their swords down and walk away. It might not have been cute, Scorpio. It might not have been the way that you want to go out, but you still won. Okay. Still winning. Sagittarius, the traveler. Look at that. So, the 3 of Wands, the 3 of action is when it's more towards the beginning. If you look at the story of Wands, where you start the build, okay? You had 2, you looked out and seen that you could do better, so you took 3 and you went out and you started this build, and you're looking at this uncharted land. And this also is an indication of more work needing to be done. More work. And it's okay, because work reciprocates itself. So, you know, that's why it's always a good idea to make sure that you are able to work for yourself. So, and don't think I didn't shuffle these cards good, but Capricorn, 4 of Wands, okay? 4 of Wands for Capricorn. What is that? So, we left this place. We seen what we could do. We realized there was more work to be done. We went out and we found this one more wand, and we were able to do it. They were able to build whatever they were trying to build. Yay, look at the partners from, I'm just joking. They were able to bring this to completion. Now we can take a rest. Okay, Capricorn? That is all this is. This is rest. Now you can look and you can take a rest. This is vacation time. Holiday season. Take a break, Capricorn. And last but not least, we got Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius. We pull the Emperor, the divine masculine. Okay? So, when we pull this card, I think about all things divine masculine, okay? Strategizing, planning, following through, grunt work, those type of things. Not saying that all things being woman is dainty and you still can't be divine feminine if you do those type of things, but you're really tapping into your masculine energy when you're more focused on planning and strategizing instead of cleaning things up and making them look nice and making them creative and making them pop. That's the woman's job, right? That's what the women do. They come in and make shit pop. Okay, the men kind of build it. They put the bricks together. They put them up with the plan. And the women come in and make it pop. That's how the build kind of goes. And, you know, it's different for different cultures and different places. I'm just, you know, speaking from my own perspective. So I don't want to offend anybody by using divine and masculine and all that. But that's what I know. That's what I know. So, the Emperor, Aquarius, showing up telling you need to make a plan. Stick to it. Make a plan and stick to it under this new moon, okay? And that concludes our video for Ratchet Astrology. So I hope, it is always my hope, that you took something away from the information that I offered up to you as it was offered up to me by the universe. Take your visible representation, carry it throughout the week, do whatever you need to do to write out your plan, because like I said, the gates of abundance are open. You just need the key, and you know what the key is? A pen and motherfucking paper. So I will see you guys on the full moon. Also, I didn't forget about the Black UFO show. I told you I was not going to forget, but I wasn't going to come back with it until I built it. How the vision was given to me, and it was given to me not to just be by myself. That's pointless. I already do Ratchet Astrology videos alone, so why would I do the podcast or the Black UFO show alone? It is intentionally set up for other people to come and voice their opinions, talk with me about topics, because sometimes I be like, I wonder if anybody else feel like that. Let's see who else wants to know. So I want y'all to start engaging with the Black UFO. I'm going to create a page for it, obviously. I'm going to create a YouTube for it. It's going to have a podcast. We're going to ask questions, and I just really want you guys to be engaged with it so we can begin to build a larger network, a larger circle of collective people, so we can generate that energy faster, so we can just get to where it is that we all want to get to together. We can help one another. So, you know, that's the goal coming up for Aries season. And I just want to thank you guys for continuing to watch these videos. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys at the full moon. Peace.